Hello and welcome to the World Archery Youth Championships here in beautiful Rosario. We are at the Memento a la Bandera, and I am Nikki Hunt.
And hi, I'm Luke Rawls. As you can see on the screen, we've got lovely weather here at the finals venue today. Temperature is 24 Celsius. Very low wind, so hopefully we should see some high scores. Very different to the venue that we've been shooting in all week. It's been extremely windy, which has led to some low scores, but today's very different.
Yeah, despite those weather conditions, we've got the first and the third seeds coming through to this first final, so it hasn't stopped them in their way through to the finals. So here's our list of our criteria today. We've got all the team finals, followed by the mixed team finals. And up first, we've got the compound cadet women's team final. It's going to be USA, who've come through past Australia, beating India, and through to the gold medal match. And against them is Mexico, who have taken out Iran, Great Britain, and are through to this gold medal match here in the finals venue.
As you can see, the competitors are getting ready to come onto the field. As you can see now, the coach for the USA.
It's quite a unique venue. They're shooting along this platform that they're now standing up onto. And the targets are raised up of equal height as to where they're shooting. So it's going to be interesting what happens to those arrows up there, isn't it, Luke?
Could be interesting. We might see a lot of wind drift with the arrows just because we're raised up. As you can see now, the team from USA getting ready. See them waving to the crowd.
Their opponent's Mexico. Ranked third coming into the tournament. This should be a really high quality match.
Yeah, it definitely should be. Obviously the bad weather didn't affect the USA or Mexico. All 6 of these archers had a really good qualification round.
Qualification day was probably one of the less windy days, I'd say, of the week. So I think we saw some relatively good scores there. I mean, we had a world record in the recurve side of things. So some good scores on that first day. I think since then it's been a lot more windy, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely has. I think if you're in the afternoon session of the day, the weather seems to be a lot better. I shot in the morning session on qualification round. It got a bit windy, but nothing like official practice where you just couldn't even aim. Just hoping and praying.
ready to go.
So USA being the highest ranked team would have chose whether they want to shoot first or second. As you can see, the first touch from the USA has come up to draw. The USA team, don't know if it's not the same one that we see, but as a cadet team, have never lost a gold medal match since 2006. So let's see if they can keep that winning streak going today.
Do you think they're feeling that pressure?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
So we had that wide 7 first. Perhaps they've overcompensated the other way now with the left 8 or 7.
Looks like a 9, but it's gone down as an 8.
The breeze that we have is definitely going left to right, so I think this practice field is right behind us here, and I don't think it has quite the same wind conditions that we're seeing now on the main field. Again, a right 7.
So not a start that you'd usually see from the top-ranked archers, but as we said, the practice field is right behind us, and I think there is a lot of wind on that practice field compared to where they are shooting now, and in different directions.
So Mexico taking the first lead. All dependent on those line cutters.
That's a lot better from the first archer for the USA. Oh, there we go.
There we go. They found the centre now. Support's behind them there in the crowd.
It's probably not the best way. It's not the way they would like to have closed out this end. With a score of 48. See the wind definitely affecting the arrows. Probably a bit of nerves playing into it as well. It's a very nervous place to be risen up in front of a big crowd as well.
So dependent on those line calls, just a 7 here is going to tie them up. Anything better is going to take them in the lead.
Wind just picking up there for the last arrow. Didn't seem to affect it that much. As you can see now, USA with a possible 48, Mexico with 50. Obviously depending on some of the line calls that we've seen.
The archers there probably just talking through the wind conditions, where they're aiming, how the shots were. Trying to make sure their sights are set for the centre.
Mexico's got a very big crowd here. As you can see now, they're just about to start a chant. All this week, they've been probably one of the loudest teams.
got a lot of support behind them. Are they going to beat these winners on a run here, the American team who've never lost at World Championships?
Sometimes being the underdog does pay off.
Absolutely.
Probably got a lot less pressure on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Be good to see if we see teams coming together to support. We've seen that in other events that two teams will come together and support each other. But at the start of the next end, we can see that the USA did get one of the line calls, 49 to 50. So the USA will be going first. She's still hanging on to the right-hand side.
Here we go.
That's a really good arrow. I think from the youngest member of that team. We can really see the left to right wind playing effects now.
So Mexico going to push out this lead this end. They can make a good gap ahead. They'll take the pressure off. Probably overcompensated there. You could see the bow moving a little bit in the wind there, couldn't you? And she's probably aimed left there, thinking it was going to go.
There's a very long hold as well.
Quick shot, straight in the middle.
It's the best thing to do in these conditions, just get a quick shot.
Yep.
Don't over-aim it or second-guess yourself. Can you back out with another 10? Yeah. Shooting extremely well.
That's more like the America we know, isn't it?
It's definitely a lot better than their first end. Put a lot of pressure on the Mexico as well. So Mexico need 2 10s. See the wind really affecting her bow there.
So the tables have turned. A 2-point lead, well, a 1-point lead has now gone to a 2-point lead for USA. So
very good shooting from the USA that end. I think they've sorted out whereabouts they need to aim off, or
yeah, see the body language change as well. Like
yeah,
they're more confident now. They've settled into it. First end is quite nervous, talking afterwards, after the end, and discussing what happened. And you see they're just relaxed now, got into the rhythm. So Mexico really going to shoot some good arrows to pull this back.
Yeah, you can see them laughing now.
Yeah.
First in, they were very serious. And you can see the team from Mexico are very serious now. Now that they've just lost 3 points.
So to play for, we're halfway through the match here. Anything could happen when you're in breezy conditions.
See, they all look very confident now. Going into the third end, they know they've got a lead. It's just about keeping that now.
Mexico shooting first this end. Needs to put some good arrows in. 10.
That's exactly what they needed. I think going first now is going to put pressure back on the US.
It's got to take this opportunity. 10. Fantastic shooting.
Oh, it's perfect first 3 arrows for Mexico.
That's exactly what they needed, isn't it?
Just got to see if the US can answer. Just underneath the 10. There's 1 point back. See the wind affecting her bow there. She's got to try and hold through it.
They've lost that lead that they had now.
Definitely need a 10 right here. Just underneath. So now we're back to Mexico holding a 1 point lead.
Do you feel that this wind now is becoming more of a headwind?
Yeah, it's definitely changed.
See with the wind socks. Mexico straight back in there with the 10. Wonder if that's just pushed the Americans' arrows a little low, but.
The 10 here would really put the pressure on the US. Oh, that's a really good end for Mexico.
So So all America can hope for now is to tie with these 310s.
Oh, there's the first one. Perfect X there. So now all they can hope for is that they don't lose any more. So they're going into the last end with a 3-point lead to Mexico. It's quite a good lead to go into the last end with. But with the wind changing all the time, could easily go to a draw.
What's your predictions, Luke? What are you going to call?
I think Mexico's got this.
Do you think the first time that America have been taken off?
Maybe, yeah.
This gold.
Their winning streak might be over.
The body language again, it's changed.
Yeah. I think maybe nerves are coming into it a bit now.
Almost feels like it's theirs to lose.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's much pressure on Mexico. See Mexico laughing, just having a bit of fun. The US are they look very nervous, very serious.
Six arrows remaining from each team. Decide who will be the world champions of 2017.
So being the lower scored, USA will go first. Which isn't a bad place to be, because you're going to have 6 arrows down there before Mexico will, so it'll be a lot more pressure.
Beautiful X10. Another 9. Will it be enough? Just outside the 10.
It's just what they needed going into this last end. Not losing too much of their lead.
That wasn't helpful, but they've still got their 2-point lead at the moment. Just 3 arrows left from each team. America really needs 310s here.
Definitely. They shoot 310s here, put big pressure on Mexico.
Yeah. It's an 8-9 liner.
This is not helping their cause.
Slipping away. 1 arrow remaining. Really need a 10 here. Missed. Between the targets. What happened there?
She was short on time, but I don't know. That was very unexpected.
Not sure that what they know what happened there.
Didn't seem windy at all from where we are.
No. So Mexico just needs to keep their arrows in the target face now. 6 is enough. A hit to win.
Just need a hit to win. It's not been a pretty one. Just got a hit.
And Mexico have upset America's reign in the compound cadet women category.
Haven't lost a match since 2006 at World Championships, but now they have. And Mexico was the one to beat them. An unfortunate last arrow from the US.
Yeah. Whether they just ran out of time there or something went wrong with the release. Such a tight match until that last arrow.
Yeah, it was very.
So the first upset of the afternoon. Mexico beat 6 times world champions USA in the cadet women compound team. So a tight match to the very end.
Yeah, the very last arrow.
And it all fell apart.
All just fell apart. Maybe nerves, maybe time running low.
Not what we expected.
No, not at all. So next we see up, it is the compound cadet men's team, first ranked USA against 11 ranked Turkey. So as we were on about earlier, upsets due to weather, this could be one of them. Turkey were ranked 11th, coming all the way through to the gold medal match. But the USA seem to keep it strong all the way through.
Here come their opponents, Turkey. Obviously had a great run through the eliminations. Turkey ranked with a score of 2003. USA ranked with a score of 2087, so quite a gap there in the ranking scores. Bit of a lower average there.
Haven't seen any of these archers at a European stage or any So this might be their first international trips. Just whether experience will play out.
So America are going to shoot first. Being the highest ranked, they will have chosen first or second. Some people see it as an advantage to go first, get that arrow out of the way, but also means at the end of the tournament, you can shoot first and let your opponent finish. Puts a bit more pressure on them.
And also going second, you can see where the first arrows are going.
Yep.
If there's wind changes, or if you choose to shoot second, you've got them 3 arrows in the target that you can judge by.
Yep. All these archers just come off the practice field behind us. So little changing conditions coming onto the main stage here.
A lot better shot there than we saw in the last match for the first arrow. I think now one match is underway, they could tell that there's going to be wind changes and sight in for it.
Yeah, I'm sure the American team would have fed that back within their team.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially about where they were aiming and those sort of things. They've got much more information than perhaps the Turks. Three nines, not the best start, but nothing terrible.
He didn't look happy with that shot at all. He was shaking a lot. Could be nerves. Doesn't seem to be affected by the wind because there's not really a lot of wind out there at the moment. Oh, it was a big flinch there.
10.
Didn't affect him though.
He set back in, didn't he, and shot his shot. Might show a bit of uncomfortableness, see how he goes through the match. Be quite interesting.
Especially going last on that last end could be an interesting one.
Could have some fireworks. America still not finding the 10.
Same places as first arrow. If you look here, he activates his hinge with his little finger. Never seen that done before, but it seems to be working for him. Puts his finger on the very edge of his release aid. He's still sitting high.
The nerves might be forcing the shot a little bit more, might give him that a bit more of a push going high.
Yeah, definitely it is very nervous going first. Because you always want to try and open up with the best shot that you can. See him taking a deep breath.
Gets the shot cleanly away this time.
Exactly
in a 10.
the same place.
So what are your predictions on this match, Luke? What are you thinking? It's first seed versus 11th. Do you think Turkey have got a chance here?
I think I'm going to go stick with the USA on this one, just because I know some of them were in Yankton for the World Championships in 2015, so they've got experience. And just because I haven't seen any of the Turkish archers before. With only a 1-point lead, we saw it happen in the last match, can all turn round.
It's exactly the same start that the American girls had, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just 1 point.
yeah, it is.
It's just clouding over a bit now. Beautiful sunshine before. It's probably better conditions for the compound archers, no glare.
Yeah, no glare. We have, in compound, you have something called a peep sight, which you look through. It's the closest thing to your eye, but sometimes you can get glare off of it if the sun's high. You can see him moving around a lot.
That's an 8.
See his Turkish archer, he's taking his time. It's not the best start for the second end for the Turkish team. That's exactly what they needed to keep this lead. I think on a day like today, if you can keep it in the gold, most likely you're probably going to win.
Not a bad 3 arrows there from America. Just going to push their lead further. 4 points now.
Turkey really need a good end here. That's definitely not what's needed. He's really been struggling with going high. He just seems to be creeping a bit more.
So you can see the archers shooting on this platform, which slopes down. So the target's been raised to the same level that the archers are shooting. Wonder if that gives any visionary differences for the archers. It looks different from a normal target.
Definitely, through this shot, it looks like the targets the other end are higher. So it could give just maybe a bit more nerves, just knowing that you're going to get a lot more wind going through here.
Another 10. Pressure's off now, really.
The US is shooting really well. Got a lead with 1 arrow still to shoot. It's a 9-8 liner, but it's not going to affect their lead too much. Still 10 points, which in 2 ends in is definitely a big lead.
So during the team rounds, we're shooting 4 ends, and each of those ends consists of 2 minutes. So it's broken down into each archer shooting 1 arrow each in one. Well, they can use as much of that 2 minutes as they like for the first 3 arrows, and then they get the remainder of that 2 minutes in the second lot of 3 arrows. So time will definitely be a factor.
Definitely on a windy day.
Yep.
Because you can't come down because you don't have time for it. It's just holding through the wind, but then you can start eating into the person that's going up next time. So then they've got to make a faster shot. Can be in windy conditions, very stressful.
So there's a bit of tactics around whether you would put your faster shooter first or last. Last is nice, knowing that they can get a quick shot away. But if the first person takes all the time up.
Yeah, I think in eliminations it's definitely different to a finals venue, just because in a finals venue you want your first archer to open up solidly.
Yeah.
Nice to shoot them to shoot it for a 10, where an elimination doesn't really matter too much. But definitely in finals you want the first and the last archer to be the strongest archers out of the 3. But I've seen in the past changing up the team orders. So first going to last going to first.
Yeah.
And even on the last end, just the person in the middle going to last, just because they haven't had as much pressure as the other 2 going through.
Third end of 4.
It's a bit better for him. He's still going high. He's been going high most of the arrows in this match.
This is better.
That's a really good end there for Turkey. It's just what they needed. Just whether the USA can answer and still shoot as well as they have been to keep that 10-point lead. Oh, really good. Really good first arrow. It's just what they need.
Really in a rhythm here now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They seem very comfortable. They know they've got a big lead. So it's just about not giving up, just keep on fighting for it. As you can see, some teams, if they get a big lead, then they'll just sit back and kind of relax a bit.
Yeah, you've got to maintain that focus, haven't you? You can relax too much, I think. I've seen that in the past, a big lead. They relax too much and something goes wrong, so they've got to keep their focus now.
There we go. He's in the 10 now. There you go, really good last shot.
58 end for the Turks. It's a great end.
Oh, there you go, another really good 10 for him.
Are they going to make this a perfect end?
Only 2 more arrows.
Oh, commentator's curse.
It is indeed. Can they make it a 58 with an 8? We'll see if they've cursed them again. Yes, we have. Is the answer.
I think there was a little bit more gusting through the
Yeah.
venue at that point, actually.
The wind has definitely picked up. You can see his bow moving a lot more than it usually does. Hasn't affected the lead as much. USA have still got quite a big lead.
Looks like an 8-point lead at the moment. Just 1 end to go, 6 arrows each. Turkey would need a big end here, and America for something to go wrong, really.
You see the USA look a bit nervous. They seem to have found their rhythm, but after not having the best last 2 arrows, kind of shaking them up a bit.
Yeah, you've got to start thinking about your good shots, not dwelling on the last ones now. So can they put that behind them, or is it going to affect them into the last end?
I wouldn't be surprised if the coach for the USA was telling them the same, just to forget about them arrows.
Last end.
As we saw in the last match, anything can happen on the last end. A lot of nerves. The wind's definitely picked up as well and changed direction again. Still on the high side. So as you can see now, the targets are 50 meters away, different to what we'll be seeing tomorrow in the recurves. This is on a 6-ringed face only, so you cut out the rest of the colours, which is a lot less. If you make a bad shot, you just got to hope that it's not bad enough for it to miss. Where in recurve, it's a further distance, but you've got a lot bigger face.
So you're probably looking at, what, half a football pitch there? They're shooting across from the centre circle to goal. Give you some perspective on that.
Especially with that raised up as well, the wind changes that you would see will be big.
You can see the river in the background there, so obviously conditions are going to be changeable.
It's a really good 10 to finish. One more point on their lead. That hasn't helped at all.
They need to be putting the pressure on America here as much as they can with the arrows they've got left.
This one definitely needs to be a 10, just to put a bit of pressure on. It's nice, good enough.
They could win it here with this arrow. An 8 would be enough. America are world champions.
Really good finish. As we see now, the USA are the world champions for the compound cadet men team. I believe that's 2 world championships in a row that have won this title.
They just ran away with it though, didn't they?
They did, yeah. They shot solid from start to finish. Just Turkey had a couple of bad arrows.
They just didn't seem to settle. You know, I don't think they got used to the conditions. Like you say, it's probably for a lot of them the first taste of a final like this. It's a big event, a lot of pressure, and they'll certainly go away with a lot of experience. Take that with you into the next matches and the next competitions, and I'm sure we'll be seeing them again.
Yeah, definitely. I think the high level of USA competitions anyway is very nerve-wracking. There are a lot of good shooters in the US, so they're probably used to a finals field kind of like this big.
So that's 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal for America so far this afternoon. We'll be seeing the junior mixed team from the USA later this afternoon for the final match.
So here we see the brackets for the compound junior women team. We can see that the USA had a bye in their first round, then faced Great Britain. Great Britain taking the lead. And then we see Mexico and Italy going through to the semi-finals. Right now we've got Great Britain versus Mexico. We try not to be too biased for this match. As you can see now, something a little different. We've got a stall on the line. That's because in this team we have a disabled archer. So things will be a little bit different now. She will be shooting first. Once she's shot, she'll put her hand in the air instead of stepping off the line. That means that she has shot her arrow and then the next person can go on. As you can see, Sarah Moon in the middle. She has had an amazing week, getting through to all 3 gold medal matches, individual, mixed team and team. This is her first World Championships and her first year being on the team altogether. I believe only her 3rd international trip, so for her to then get into all 3 gold medal matches is crazy.
Literally doesn't get better than that, does it?
Can't get any better. See, here we have the team from Mexico. You can see here they've knocked out 1 and 2 seed as well. So Great Britain was seeded 5th, and Mexico was seeded 3rd. So Great Britain and Mexico have come up through the ranks to knock out the 1st and 2nd seed. I think this will give the archers in other matches, individual and mixed team, just a taste of what it'll be like. So could be an advantage.
Yeah, it's definitely an advantage.
Just to get used to the nerves, as well as the wind changes as well. See another first archer coming up.
Nice shot.
Really good 10 to start.
It's the first 10 we've seen, the first arrow of a match.
You see we've got Sarah Moon here. She's got a wind rod on the front of her bow, which is it's just a short long rod. Just because in windy situations, if you can have the weight close to the bow, you can have a lot less movement. So a really good start for GB. Really good start for Mexico there. Two really good starts.
Tied score.
Here we see the first archer coming up again. So we can see on this a little bit different routine. They're not shooting one face then the other. They're shooting 2 on one face, then 1 on the other, and then coming back and filling in the others.
You can shoot any order you like. Just make sure that you've got 3 arrows in each face.
Yeah.
But it makes sense there with Phoebe on the line to shoot her arrows on the left face and the others to move around her. More gust coming through the venue.
Yeah, just felt a lot more wind. Wind definitely picking up there.
I wonder if she aimed off. She's got a bit of an angle on that arrow.
Really good 10 there. You could see she was running out of time there. She just looked like she panicked a bit.
Means Great Britain take the lead in the first end by 1 point. So Phoebe Pine sat on the line, para archer. Has recently come back from Beijing, the para archery championships there. She won a bronze medal with John Walker, who was the 2-time gold medalist from Rio last year at the Paralympic Games. So she brings with her quite a lot of experience, especially in these finals.
Yeah, definitely. She's had a very busy month or so, going straight to Beijing, back for a couple of days, then straight out to here. A lot of travelling as well.
A lot of different time zones.
Yeah, a lot of different time zones.
She just started university as well, so there's a lot going on.
There's definitely a lot going on.
Shoots some fantastic arrows here in Rosario. So we've got 3 ends to go in this match. The 1-point lead, things are looking tight. Who are you going to call on this match, Luke? Luke's predictions?
I'm going to have to go with home.
Go with home?
Yeah, going to have to go Great Britain. We can hear the rest of the GB team chanting. So, because Great Britain have the lead, Mexico will be going first.
It's a 9, not a bad start. It's a bit of gusting coming through the venue again. Nice shot.
Really good. Really good second arrow there for Mexico. It's a 9-8 liner up top there. And you can see Izzy talking to Phoebe there.
Might have overcompensated there. It's a little less wind now.
You don't see a lot of archers using the wind rod in this kind of wind. Usually sit in left to right winds just to get the weight close up, but this is more of a front back wind really. So you won't really see much difference apart from overall mass weight. I think she's got about 26 ounces on the front.
Nice 10 there for Mexico. Yeah, I think it's the conditions been so windy this week. Sarah went for the wind rod, and it's obviously been a great help to her through the week. And you know, you don't want to change things, do you?
Yeah, it's obviously paid off, making it to 3 gold medal matches.
Definitely. Great shooting from Mexico. So if GB get all 3 10s, they could take the lead, continue with the lead of 1 point. It's looking like a 9-8 liner.
Phoebe just seems to be hanging on the left-hand side a bit.
Mexico looking relaxed.
Yeah, really good. Really good shot there. See both of them talking to Izzy now.
Steerage there, not enough steerage into the 8. So Mexico taking a 3-point lead, subject to those line calls. We've got a possible 9-8 liner there for GB, so it might need B2. So the Archers can talk as much as they want to on the line. They can tell each other things like the wind conditions or weather babes, just give general support to each other.
Yeah, you can see with having an archer on the line for GB, the other two are going up to the line to talk to her. It's nice to see. Both teams look very relaxed.
Got complete cloud cover here now. A lot of support going on from Mexicans, chanting and the drums.
See some of the Aussies are joining in as well.
Not far out the 10 there.
It's a good shot again, just under the 10.
Very quick shot there.
It's a really good X.
That's what they needed. See if Mexico can push out their lead. Late to the left there. It's fairly calm again right now.
Yeah, the wind's just died down, so any sight changes that they have made will definitely make a difference here on moving the arrows. You can see both arrows are going straight over to the left.
So GB taking back 2 points there, just 1 point lead for Mexico. Oh, it's a 7.
That didn't help. Could have just been affected back by the wind. See, it has picked up. Really good 10 there.
Just 4 seconds left on the clock there.
Yeah, kind of very close.
Mexico could make this a 4-point lead, staying clean. Another one dropped.
What was this, 7? So it's all tied up now. So the lead that they did have has been lost. Going into the last end, we're all equal.
And just 2 seconds left on the clock there as well, so both teams cutting it quite tight.
Which could be like what we spoke about earlier, just because of the wind differences. Could be trying to hold through the wind or just over-aiming it. Should leave him just to hold on for a couple more seconds.
Phoebe's in the open category, power archery. It means she's conditioners in her lower limbs and she's not got anything affected in her upper limb or trunk. So she's using the stool for stability. Enable her to stand as much as she can on the line. 'So we're getting into the last end here. We're all tied up.
Yeah, it's still all to play for.
What's going to happen? Who's going to win? Who's going to be the world champions?
It's going to be a close one, I feel.
It's going to be a very close match. Feel the atmosphere building a bit now into the last
See
end.
both teams chanting as well for their teams.
Bit of Oggy going on.
Yeah. Old English favourite.
Six arrows each. Phoebe Pine opening up. It's an 8 high. Pressure's really on both of these teams now. Who's going to win this? Wind coming through.
It's a good 9, just out of 10. It's a lot longer shot than we usually see.
They've now run down to 60 seconds. 8 left. So they've got only 57 seconds remaining for the second 3 arrows. Mexico have got an opportunity here. Will they take it?
She's a bit shaky on this shot.
10.
Doesn't affect her at all.
Is that going to be
10-9 line call.
exactly what they needed right there.
Really good first 3 arrows from Mexico.
Pressure's really on GB. They need to get these 10s, give themselves a chance, and let Mexico finish the job. 10.
Really good X there.
They're going to be tight in time. Just 30 seconds remaining, 2 arrows to shoot. Need a fast shot here. 20 seconds. It's an 8. 1 arrow remaining. 10 seconds. Needs to get this away. Really needs a 10. Just 5 seconds on the clock. Just in time. And it's a 10. Fantastic shot from Izzy. Is it going to be enough?
It's a really good way to finish.
For Mexico. They just need 13 more points here to tie. 2 arrows remaining. 9.
6 to win.
That's ensuring that line cutter's in, so it's enough to ensure even that. 10 seconds. And Mexico have won the gold medal, the junior compound women's team, beating GB. It's a tight match.
Yeah, it definitely was very tight, especially the last couple of arrows. The times that it was brought down to.
Yep.
To get a 10 out of that last arrow was really good going.
It's great shooting, yeah. Just a few wayward in the reds, but difficult conditions here with some gusts coming through the venue. Mexico world champions. And next up we have the compound junior men's team. We have Mexico coming through the quarterfinals, beating Russia, beating the USA. And on the other side of the cut there, Canada overcoming South Africa and Great Britain to reach the final. Mexico versus Canada. So Mexico were the 5th seeds coming into this match, and Canada the 3rd. Tight places, could be a tight match.
Yeah, again, they've taken out 1st and 2nd seed again.
Just putting new target faces up for this next match. Those are 80cm faces.
So we can see the archers from Mexico coming onto the line.
A lot of support in the stadium here. Hear the drum going, the chanting. Mexico ladies have just beaten GB. And the team from Canada. The higher seeds in this match. Canada will have the choice to shoot first or second. And Canada have chosen to shoot first. So Luke, predictions?
I'm going to have to go Mexico, I think.
Yeah. And they're on form right now. The women have just won their last match.
When they were shooting for eliminations, they shot some really high matches.
They would have had to beat the teams that they have coming in here ranked 5th. They've shown it through the eliminations, haven't they? Opening up the 9. A little high again. We've got a lot higher arrows.
Yeah. The 9-8 to start for Canada. Eight low again.
Quite quick shooters there, Canada. 71 seconds still on the clock. Another 8.
Seeing lots of low arrows here from both teams.
And a 10.
And a 10, there we go.
2-point lead, Mexico. Canada rocking a proper V-bar there, twin rods. See less of those these days.
Yeah, you do. Helpful in the wind.
Yeah.
Which there's been a lot of this week.
Now you see the more common one sidebar. We really need to hit the 10 here. An edgy start for Canada. Lots of time left.
Yeah, they do have a lot of time left.
Let's
Really good 10.
go looking comfortable.
Oh yeah, we can see here they've done the same. So the archer that's shooting first on the first 3 arrows is now changed to last.
Will be a particularly strong archer for the Mexicans.
Yeah, I believe he was in the bronze medal match at Salt Lake City for the World Cup there.
So a 5-point lead already for Mexico. 1 end down and 3 ends to go. Got to get those fist bumps right, haven't you?
Can look very awkward on camera sometimes.
A lot of support in the crowd there. Just see the drummer now on the left side of the screen. So you can see in the middle of the target, 10 ring, and right inside of that is another little ring there. It's the X ring. Still scores 10, but slightly closer. The record is an X. The very centre of the target, the X itself. In the case of a 1 arrow shoot off, we've been measuring from that point. Closest arrow.
Which we've yet to see today, a shoot off.
Yeah, no ties. I think when you've got the variable conditions that we have, you can see variable scores.
Yeah, definitely. Seen it through the matches, the first one.
Yeah. We had the perfect conditions, you can see a lot more ties, perfect arrows going down.
Yeah, a lot higher scores would be definitely in the 230s,
Yeah.
240.
Second end. Canada need to settle into this match.
High 8. Really need to start shooting some 10s. Still no 10s for Canada. Yeah, doors open for Mexico to increase their lead. Yeah, really good 10 there for Mexico. Eight just out the top. Hasn't affected their lead. Yeah, really good 10.
That'll be a weight off their shoulders.
See if they can make it free.
Yes.
Yeah, there's another one.
Second one. that shot there.
Definitely could be nerves. Maybe a bit of inexperience.
Mexico got the opportunity to increase the massive lead here. Ah. A 6-point lead. Still doable in these conditions.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the wind that's going on now. It's changing all the time. So to see a switch around in scores could definitely happen.
If you've got any questions for us, you can always tweet me at Archery Nikki. I'll answer those questions for you.
So as we can see, Mexico's still got quite a big lead, 110 to 104. Going into the third end now. Canada will be shooting first. Nine for another 9 for Canada. They really need to start shooting some 10s now. Yeah, there we go. No good X for Canada.
So Mexico need to keep their focus here. See if they can continue with their lead. X10 on the
perfect.
spider.
Perfect X for guy from Mexico. Oh, another really good X. Three 10s for Mexico, really good shooting.
Stretched to an 8-point lead now.
Yeah, another 10. Canada starting to get their rhythm back. Yeah, another 10 there.
It's more like it.
just under. It's good 57 for Canada to give them 161. Really good 10. Are we likely to see 60?
Yes, on the way.
One more.
Down here with an arrow to spare.
Yeah, we saw a 60.
Great
170
shooting.
to 161. 9-point lead to Mexico. Canada really stepped up that game there with 57, but it just wasn't enough. In these conditions, you'll probably see start to bring back some points with a 57, but when the opponent shoots a perfect 60, there's not really much you can do.
You've got to be straight on it when you come through to these finals. You've got to find the 10 very, very quickly. So Canada weren't able to do that, and they've paid the price so far. Not much they can do now other than hope for Mexico to have a problem, but it's unlikely. So in these finals, you get no quick failures. You've got to shoot these arrows regardless of what's going on or what problem you have. You might be able to get off the line and let your teammate shoot before you. Interestingly, none of these competitors have a spare bow with them, which are allowed up there. Rarely used, but you never know.
Definitely. Better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, really good 10. Kind of found their rhythm now.
Nine. Need to keep up this good form. Oh, it's an 8 off to the left. They really needed to do the best they could on this last end.
Really good start for Mexico.
Ooh, it's a 7. Let's see if Canada have managed 3 10s here. This could have got quite interesting. You've got to be able to come back from that shot as well. And a 9. It's not quite the end that they've had previously.
So last 3 arrows for Canada now.
10.
Oh. Hasn't helped Canada going into the last arrow. Mexico really needs to finish well. Yeah, and the 10 to finish is really good. Another 10. Last arrow.
And they've won it. It was enough. And a 9. They'd already done enough.
Mexico are the winners of the junior team, compound junior men's team, World Championships 2017.
Just as you predicted, beginning of the match.
Right again.
Mexico led from the beginning of that one, and they just extended their lead all the way through. Some solid shooting. We've obviously taken out quite some good teams, ranked 5th there to come through all the way to the gold. It's a great match, and kind of just started too slow. Some good stuff through the middle, but it wasn't enough. And the 5th match coming up this afternoon, we have the compound cadet mixed teams. We see how Mexico overcame Estonia and Russia, and Turkey have come through, beating Great Britain, USA. Fantastic run there to finish in the final, gold final we have here for you this afternoon. So Mexico were ranked 1, and Turkey were ranked 11th.
So Turkey's come straight from the bottom half of the seedings to take out some big competition to get where they are now.
We've seen both these countries already in the matches this afternoon. So a slightly different format in the mixed team. Each archer is going to shoot 2 arrows per end. Ending up with 2 arrows on each face.
So now we see coming to the stage is Turkey. As we said before, coming up from 11th seed after qualification, all the way through to the gold medal match.
So one of the archers here, the Turkish cadet man, will have shot in the team already this afternoon. So he's got a bit of extra experience over the other 3 here.
Yeah, same as the lady for Mexico. Would have shot in the team round, first match of the day. So would have known what was going to happen with arrow drift, and probably would have calmed down. Probably was feeling quite nervous to be first out there.
Mexico are going to start us off. 10.
Really good start. See the wind picking up, you can just see it there. Just out the 10 on the right. So you can see now with losing one person, and it being a male and a female, you always also get less time. Really good 10.
And another 10.
Really good start for Turkey. You can see there just how they come from 11th all the way through the gold. So the experience of coming out on this field earlier today has definitely helped her.
Fantastic group there, just both little right. So Turkey have got the chance here to take the lead. Bags 10.
Really good 10. And a 7. So 37 with a 7.
It's only dropped 1 point below the Mexicans, so it's not all lost. Did you look for predictions?
I'm going to go with Mexico again.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't put Turkey out of it just because they've had a hard run to make it here, being ranked in 11th.
It's going to be a tight match.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Especially if Turkey can just get rid of that one arrow. So here we are, just about to start the second end. Same as team round, it's through 4 ends, or 4 arrows instead of 6 this time. So the score is out of 160. On a nice calm day, you'd probably see in the 150s, mid to high 150s. Really good 10 for Turkey. From the beginning, he has been shooting really well.
Oh, just outside.
She was a little bit disappointed with that.
She's unlucky there, really.
The wind's picked up again.
Again, a little right.
He's gone on the other side now.
Scores are all tied up. 10.
Another good 10. He's shooting really well. Yeah, there we go. Really good. 39 for that end.
Fantastic shooting. So Mexico need to follow up 2 10s here. They shot so well with the first 3 arrows. 9. Diaz hasn't hit the 10 yet, so now would be the good time. And he does.
Yeah, there we go. Back on the right side, but he's in the 10 this time.
So now Turkey take the 1-point lead. So the arrows get brought back through the agents to the archers. Quick check of those, we reshoot them. The damage deflecting or knocks. Mexico going to start us off this end, third end of 4. Lots of support in the crowd for them.
As you can see, loads of teams are joining in now. See South Africa in the back. Couple of you from Spain as well.
Gusty on the field. And a 10.
Really good 10.
Oh, just out.
He's back on that right side again.
Just missing out. He's shooting some great arrows, but just not quite.
Shooting some of the tightest groups I think we've seen today. Just out either side.
10 from Turkey. And another.
A very good 10 for Turkey.
Aren't they? Oh, it's an 8. It's not going to help them.
He really needs to fine-tune now. Just get it in the 10. Yeah, there we go.
Can Turkey push this lead further? Give him a comfortable last end. That's a 10.
He has shot outstanding today. That was a very fast shot, but paid off. So really good, another really good end for Turkey on 39.
And the final end, Mexico shooting first.
Really
exactly
good 10.
what they needed.
Start this last end. See if he can follow up with another 10.
Oh, just out again. He's definitely got the magnets in the wrong way around in this target.
He definitely has, yeah.
They're all like 9.8.
He's not getting lucky at all.
Feel for him, he shot so well and yet he just keep.
It's just not paying off.
No. There's an 8 there for Turkey. Let's open the door. I think we're tied up. No. Still 2-point lead. That's what they needed there. Mexico have got to put the pressure on now. It's got to be good.
She's taking her time. 9. He's got to get lucky and shoot a 10 now.
The odds are in his favour, aren't they?
Yeah, he's had a lot of just outs.
Oh, it's another 9.8. Oh, I feel for that guy.
He's shot so well. They're just not going in the right place.
And looked easy. Straight in there.
It's a 7 to win now.
Plenty of time, 15 seconds. It's a 9, 10.
There we go. Turkey are the winners of the Compound Cadet Mixed Team Gold Medal.
Prediction was wrong there, Luke.
Yeah.
With Mexico, I mean, they took the lead, didn't they, to start with? And they
Yeah,
were
they did. They shot really well, but
solid.
he was just so unlucky with his. It was either one side or the other. There was no in the middle.
It's a good match. Nice and close all the way through.
I have to say, the guy from Turkey shot outstanding in that match.
Yeah, definitely. Cadet World Champions, the mixed team. And the last match of this afternoon's competition is the compound junior mixed team. We have America, who overcame Canada and Colombia to reach the final, and Great Britain, who beat Russia and Denmark on their way to this gold medal final.
Once again, we're trying not to be too biased, with GB being in this. As we see, ranked #1 and #2, so something that we usually see in a medal match.
So this junior category is under 21, the older archers. The match we just saw of the cadets is under 18. It's definitely cooled down here in the venue.
Here we see James Howells and Sarah Moon come to the stage. Here we see Sarah going for in her second gold medal match of this weekend.
So America qualified with a score of 1,386. GB qualified with 1,366. So 20-point lead over the 720 qualification round, so 72 hours each at 50 metres. Bit of a lead there.
Yeah.
Predictions, Luke?
I'm going to have to go with GB. I've got to.
No other way.
No, there isn't.
It's going to be a tight match.
It's going to be very tight.
Ooh, America opened up with 6. There's a lot of steerage on that arrow, but it was too late.
Yeah, there was. Not the best start for the US.
And a 9.
So the door is open.
Let's see if GB can open up with better.
See James coming to full draw now. High 9. Yeah, really good X.
X10. Sarah's already been out here, like you said, Luke, and
Yeah, she knows what she's done.
knows where the sight needs to be.
Still sticking with the short rod on the front.
Slightly to the other side now. Ooh, and a 7 out wide.
Not a very good start for the US. Possible 31. See Sarah coming up to full draw. Oh, really good 10 for Sarah. James coming up to full draw now.
9. Steady. It's a good start. 38 on the board. A 7-point lead. You looking happy, relaxed there, as they should.
So not the start you'd think to see from a gold medal match, I don't think, from the US. Where it's again just wind difference. The first shot didn't look brilliant, but I would say it was deserving of a 6, but
He might just have been aiming there. Who knows?
yeah.
He's sitting up there and it's gone off and it's in the wrong place. He threw his arm over, he tried to correct it, but it wasn't enough. So he's got to put that out of his mind now. Refocus, restart. Anything can happen in these matches. Next 10, he's found the middle now.
There we go, really good 10. See James coming up to full draw now.
It's a wide 9. Spotters have called it in.
You can see they're doing the same. Of the James is going first and also going last on the second 2 arrows.
9 to 10 there from Sarah.
Really good 10 from Sarah.
That's another 9. They really need these 10s to catch up. Ooh, and an 8-7 liner.
I think that could possibly be out.
Really open the door here for GB. They need to keep their focus.
Really good X for Sarah again.
She's been on fire this week.
Yeah, she has been.
I think she was leading the qualification at one point. I think she ranked 4th in the end.
Yeah.
It's just been an amazing week for her. Ooh, and a high 8 from James. Well, they've still got a 9-point lead. A few of the archers are shooting with glasses on, so a lot of them go for this like quite light blue tint, which I think lets a lot of light.
Yeah, so in these conditions, the overcast, the blue glasses lets in a lot more light, which just brightens everything up, makes your eyes open so you can see a lot more. If it's very sunny, then there's a yellow glass, which just dulls it down a bit.
Does it give more contrast on the gold? Like, do you see?
Yeah, so I believe that you see a lot more of the gold, and kind of the colours, the red and the blue fade out a bit more. It just keeps you concentrated on the gold.
adjusting the binoculars there. Get the positioning right on the shoulder.
You see both of them having a fun time out there.
Need to enjoy it, but need to keep their focus.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the lead that they've got now. As we said before, seen it happen before, you just relax, you settle down a bit.
Bit of a twitch again there. Correction on the shot. Wide 9. We really need some 10s here now. Oh, just out high.
High 9 again. You see James comes full draw again.
Bit steerage on that one as well. Low 9.
Oh, the first one out for Sarah.
America really needs some 10s now. Stay in the game. That's another 9. Oh, and an 8 low.
Low 8.
It's really slipping away. Quite a lot of gust going on now. Sarah's got to hold this solidly. It's an 8, but difficult conditions. Just 8 seconds on the clock. James needs to shoot this quickly. And it's a 10. Relief on his face there, I think.
Yeah, I think there was.
Last couple of seconds down there.
Had it very short on time.
So last end remaining. Have America got it in them to come back? Going to need some help.
So here we see the US team with 102 to GB's 111. The GB got quite a big lead.
Cheers to the crowd there for GB. Points, 4 hours each. America to go first.
There we go, really good 10.
Oh, it deflected, didn't
hit
it?
the
Did you
arrow,
see it?
yeah.
So you probably would have got 10 if that arrow hadn't been there. It's unfortunate.
See you shaking around a little bit there. Just holding through it.
That's a wide 8 from Sarah. Maybe she aimed off too much there. Off to the left. Let's open things slightly. The Americans really need 210s here.
The 8 has not helped.
Last hour of the match for USA. Just a 9.
This is a 1:38 to finish for the US.
GB just need 10 points to tie and a little more to win. 9.
As you can see, hit to win.
So they only need 1 point to tie, 2 points to win, but the face only goes to 5. 5 seconds. 4, 10. And Great Britain are the junior mixed team world champions. Sarah shot some solid shooting through that match. I think James just pointing that out. She's been incredible.
Sarah shot amazing.
We're going to see Sarah again tomorrow. She's got her individual gold final. So she's got one of each at the moment. So she's going to add another gold or another silver to the mix.
See them celebrating, getting some photos taken. James just pointing out his height.
Yeah, good match there. GB just took the lead early and just continued to increase it. So that's all from us today at Rosario. We will be back tomorrow with more compound individual matches and also all of the recurve finals, individual, mixed team and team. But for now, that is all from us today. Goodbye from Rosario.
Goodbye.